Hello everyone and welcome back to the TechStack channel. So this is a continued series of Outlook one. So today we'll try to explore one more challenge. So let's go back to the Outlook. So in this Outlook, when you see this text folder, I have the multiple documents are there. So this is a combination of CSV, XLSX, and PDF as well. So now what we want to do now, so we need to identify what is the type of content. Based on that content, we can create that folder. So for example, if you see I have the CSV file, then I want to create the CSV file and I need to upload that CSV files into the particular location, I mean particular folder. Similar for PDF and similar for the Excel as well. Okay, now we'll go back to the Power Automate, and here I change this to test folder box. So just expand this one, and downside you can see this all activities whatever are there now. So in inbox I have inbox, under that inbox I have the test folder is there. So just I selected that my location. So after this rest of things I will keep as it is. I not did anything on it. Okay, just click on that save, and again here I'm just doing the same activities what we did on the earlier, but here we added some more extra things. Now I will check this get response, it will get all the mails, and here I will check it has attachments or not, then it will come inside here. So here it will loop for the 3 times. Okay, first I want to check whether that folder is related to the I mean whether the content type is related to the Excel or might be PDF or might be CSV. So when I go, I have these contents are there. So these 3 contents which are related to the respective of this particular files. So application or octet stream which is related to the text file, and application VDM open XML, and this is related to the Excel format, and PDF or application which is related to the PDF format. So these are the 3 formats which come right now. And earlier when you're going a multiple working with the multiple CSVs or multiple PDF or might be the Excel file, so this format, I mean this content type will might be slightly changed one. Okay, now it's a application or PDF, it has some different name as well, it might be Kim. I saw that, but I don't have right now to show it. Okay, now when you see this, based on this we can create that folder. Okay, till now I will run this attachment and I will show that thing, then we can go and we can create the folders as well. Let it run. I will remove the breakpoint. Okay, now it's came directly to here, and here we can see this attachment type. So when you see this current attachment v3, and I can see this content type. Okay, just take this content type and you can search with that one. Now I will put these conditions, 3 conditions. If this content type is related to CSV or XLX or might be the PDF, based on that I need to create that particular folders. I will take the 3 if conditions, just drag in the first if condition, and when you see here I need to put the first operator and operator which is equals to my content to the second operator. Just expand and type p3 and go to the attachments. Under this attachments we can see this content type. Okay, this content type which is equals to this one, stream octet one. Okay, if you have any spaces remove from that and just click on that save. Okay, now if condition has been created, and the next I want to save this folders into the particular location. Let's go to the folder. Here I will put mails, and here I will put one more folder, testing mails. Okay, in this folder I want to create which respective of PDF or CSV or XLX. Just go back to here and I will use this create folder activity, or else you can just type file, it will come that. I will just yeah, see here create folder is it. Just drag and drop this folder. Okay, and create a no folder. So where I want to create that folder. After this, I need to create. This is first one we taken as CSV. Okay, just put that CSV. Okay, here before that when I'm creating this folder now I want to check that whether folder is created or not, to avoid that okay, under file if file exists, similar way we have the folder exists is there. You can just type folder exist. So just drag and drop this folder exist and put the path here. So we are targeting as CSV file now, so just add that CSV. Let me check whether the file name is very similar to here or not. If not, okay, here I have this caps and I put it here small. Okay, if exist, I don't want to do. So that's why I will put does not exist. If does not exist, the folder has been created. Okay, so every time I don't, for example, my three CSV files are there. Three times I don't want to create the files now. So one time I need to check if it is exist, then I need to create. Else I don't want to create. Okay, after this, use this content of this one, and now add this attachment to here. Put the attachment here and save this folder to that respective CSV file. I mean CSV folder. Just go inside and you can see this where you want to save this. Okay, this is get content. After this, we need to convert this to base 64, and we can see this. Put this folder and remove this. Let me copy that full. Okay, and go and convert it to the base 64 there, and you can update this folder. Okay, and CSV. So here it might miss. Put the backward slash, and it will go inside that CSV, and it will create the file here. Okay, just click on that save, and we'll try to run one thing, and the rest of the things will build it that one. I did one mistake here. Let me put this backward slash. Again, run from the step. So now let it click on the. Okay, anyway, it's came here, and it will check whether first it will check whether the content is related to the octet, which is related to the CSV, and then it will check for the folder. So right now my folder is not available, so that's why the folder has been created. So let's go back and check that. So I have created this folder. Okay, after this, inside the folder should be add that things, get attachment, and save the file. Now we'll go back to there, and we can see this. I got this one, and I will give the format as well. Check the properties, and we can see this format CSV as well. So this is the way how we can create, and let me run next step, and now it will see again it will go. I mean, I have those different attachments are there, no? Yeah. My second attachment is related to XLX. I don't know, it will take randomly, so we'll see that. Let it come next step. Okay, now it's came to the third one, which is related to CSV. Again, it I mean here it's not checked the folder. I mean it's checked the folder, but it's not created. Already the folder is available. So that's why it's not created. And now it will just get the content of the file, and it will save that particular file here. Again, now you can see this. Let me check the property as well. You can see the .csv. Similar way, we need to design for others as well. So here what I will do, just I will So here what I will do, I will just create one sub workflow. So because this is my reusable component of the things. Okay, what I will do, I will just create one thing. I will make it as Outlook subflow, or else Outlook attachment downloads. Outlook attachment download. Okay, just click on that save. Okay, now I will come to back here, and I will take this action everything and put it into there. Let me take only these two, copy and paste it. Okay, now it will just get this all the contents here, and here I will pass this variable. So just go here, variable in. I will create the one variable. Let me add this in, and this my variable is file type. Okay, and data type is text, and default value I'm not giving any default value, so it will pick from there. Okay, now click on that save. After this, I will go inside and change this file type to, I mean CSV to file type, because my variable will store from there. File type. Okay, it is in input now, so expand this input and we can just file type. Okay, now I will just copy this wherever this is having now, so I will go and replace with that one. So I will put this file type and get attachments. So here nothing to worry. So by defaultly the attachment everything will come here. If it is not coming, again we need to pass this variable, but anyway it's a global variable, no need to do that. And next I will change this to this one. Okay, click on that save. Okay, only one thing I need to do one thing. I need this activity. I mean this activity. 1 second. Okay, here this activity is not required because this one we are checking here itself. No? Here we are checking is content type, everything. So that activity is not required. I will just move this outside all the stuff. Let it run. It's not any problem. And these two actions are which is not required for me. Let me close and I will put this on the top side. Okay, now just it will create that attachment and get that attachment and save it to the respective folder. Just click on that save. Now go back to the Outlook API one, and here folder exists already, it's checking there, and it will download the attachments as well. I will, as of now, I will just put disable these activities. So I disable this as well. Let me disable. Okay, this entire things I disable, and downside we have these attachments as well. So let me disable these as well. So entire this action is not required, so that's why I put the disabled. Now here only one thing which is required, if file content, yeah. So now if file content is there, now just I will put one variable, set variable, and here I have the variable which we call input now. So I will put this file type, and this is I will make it as CSV. Okay, and next I will put one more if condition. So here else it will came. Just drag and the else if. Okay, the same condition whatever you have is there, so just copy that and paste it, and I will change the thing. Let me copy and I will paste. I have the content file with me. Just copy this content file. Okay, and make just take this set variable again, copy and paste downside. Just drag and drop at the else condition, go inside this and make it as Excel. Okay, and similar way if you want multiple things you can add like that. As of now if else if it's completed, and now I will go for else. So this is the third part. Directly I will get the only three type of conditions are there. So that's why I will make this else. So based on that you can create whatever you want. And next copy paste and put the downside, and this is nothing but as the PDF. Okay, now it created all the stuff as well, and I save this file. Okay, so once this is done, after this I need to run this particular this one Outlook attachments. So just come downside. Okay, this is all in the if condition. When you check, so this is my attachments get, and it will respective of folders it will create. After this I need to run this. Let me collapse all. Here I need to put that workflow, sub workflow. Okay, run sub work. So put it here and take what is my sub flow. So attachment downloads. Okay, just click on that save. Now development has been completed. Just we'll try to run and we'll see what it will happen here. So just run it from here, and now it will pick all the files from the particular mail, and now it will check the content of it. So here right now my first thing is which is related to the content type, which is related to dot sheets dot xlsx. Okay, so this is the content type, and just click on that next. Now it will say this my file type is Excel file. Okay, after this it will came out of that condition and it will go to the Outlook attachments download. Okay, click on that next and it will check for the particular file, I mean particular folder, If it is not available, so right now it's not available here, okay, then it will just create that file. Okay, now file has been created, and now it will go for the get attachment. It will get the attachment from the respective of id and all the things, and now it will save in the particular folder. Let's go back to here and we can open this. It got saved the xls file. Okay, now I will run for all the things. I will just put the play button. Okay, I will remove this debug point as well. Now it will run for all one by one, and we'll see the output how it looks. Okay, let it complete. It will take another couple of seconds. And when I go back, you can see this my three Excel files are created and my PDF, one more PDF it to come. Okay, I think it's almost complete. Yeah, now everything is complete. Now I will go inside for CSV. These are the three CSV files. Okay, and you can see these three XLX files, and this is my PDF files. So like this, you can separate and you can divide and rule the things. And finally, this is the thing how we can reusable of this particular components. So right now you can do in other method as well, but this is one of the method which follow. So once you started doing like this, you can improve your skills as well. And finally, thanks for watching.